EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. Right off the bat, Mills looking to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
First carry for the second-year man. It's Najee Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On 2nd and 2, Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Cook. Powers through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They run again on first down. Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mills. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Rashawn Gary is a player who's gotten better and better in each of his 3 NFL seasons. And last year, his biggest jump yet with 9.5 sacks and a couple of forced fumbles.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Mills. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On play action, Mills. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mills. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jordan Akins punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On play action, Prescott. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott. That swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action now. Prescott steps away. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Here's Prescott. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. On the give, this is Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That good for 19 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle. In old school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Kill. 47.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. Kill. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Najee Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run. Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Rashawn Gary now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Mills. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 16, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this. And Mills is intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mills. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Garrett Wilson, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st and 10, Mills. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Mills to throw it. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Mills to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mills. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mills now. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now Mills on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight